So let's start with today's English class with the chapter 4 of the book Moments. The name of the chapter is The Kingdom of Fools, written by A.K. Ramanujan. As the title suggests, in the kingdom of fools means the state where people are not so wise. They are not intelligent. In this story, the king, his ministers, advisors, all are fools. When this kind of people rule the kingdom, then what all happens has been told in this story. As I have already told that it is an interesting story of a kingdom run by a foolish king. As there all were fools, so the king and the minister decided to reverse everything. And in an attempt to be different from others, they changed day into night and night into the day, and ordered the people to sleep during the day and work during the night. Although people were not interested in doing so, but they were helpless. They couldn't do anything, and anyone who disobeyed this order would be put to death. So they were helpless to follow the order, and people did the same. Now one day what happened? A saint and his disciple reached the kingdom. They came to visit the kingdom. The saint was surprised to see that the people were sleeping during the day and working during the night. Now both of them, the guru and the disciple, were feeling very hungry. So the disciple went to a general store, and it was utterly surprising for him to see that everything has the same cost, a single dudu. Dudu means 1 rupee. That means everything was available in 1 rupee only. But the guru was a wise man. When the guru came to know about the rates of the things, he understood all the things, and he told the disciple to leave the place immediately, because it was the kingdom of fools and it was not safe to stay over there. But the disciple was not ready to leave the place, so he decided to stay over there only, and the guru left the place. Slowly and gradually, with the passage of time, the disciple became very fatty, as everything was available in 1 rupee only. So by eating all these things, he became very fatty. Now, my dear children, one day what happened? A thief broke into a rich merchant's house by making a hole in the wall. However, when he was leaving after the loot, when he was coming back from the house, the wall of the house fell on his head and killed him. Instantly, he was killed. The thief's brother complained to the king that the merchant was to be blamed for his death and he should be punished. That means the merchant was responsible for the death of the thief, as it was the wall of the merchant's house. Now the king was also foolish, and the foolish king assured him of justice and called the merchant. But the merchant requested that it was not his fault, it was really the fault of the man who built the wall. Now, without thinking anything, the king ordered to call the bricklayer who built the wall. So he came in. Now the bricklayer also said that when he was building the wall, his eyes and mind were distracted towards a dancing girl who was going up and down that street all day with her anklets jingling. Again, he blamed the dancing girl. That means actually he was not responsible for making the weaker wall, but the dancing girl was responsible for making the weaker wall, as he was distracted by the moves of the dancing girl. Now again, the king was very foolish. He called the dancing girl. When the dancing girl came, she gave the excuse that she had given some gold to the goldsmith to make some jewelry for her. The goldsmith was a lazy fellow and he delayed the work. So that's why he made her walk up and down his house a dozen times. So actually it was not her fault, it was the fault of the goldsmith. Now again, the foolish king believed her. Now the king called the goldsmith. Goldsmith was brought before the king. He said that he had to attend to a rich merchant's order first. There was a wedding at rich merchant's house and he was not ready to wait. That's why dancer's jewelry got late. Now again, fault came on the shoulders of the rich merchant. Now the king asked about the name of the rich merchant. And dear children, he was none other than the merchant whose wall had fallen. But the merchant, and now when the merchant came over there, he started crying that it was not he, but his dead father who ordered the jeweler to make ornaments. At this, again, the king was very foolish. Without thinking, he said that. At this, the king remarked that it was proper to punish him in place of his father. Now, a new stake was ordered to be made ready for execution. But unfortunately, the merchant was too thin to properly execute it on the stake, and hence it was decided that a fat man should be found to fit the stake. Now the eyes of the servant fell on the disciple, who had fattened himself for months on bananas, rice, wheat, and ghee. He became very fatty by eating all those things. He again and again said that, please leave me, what is my fault? The servant said that we need a fatty man to be fit on the snake, as the king has given the order for a new stake and the merchant is too thin to be fit on the stake. So the king ordered to find a fatty man. He requested that he was innocent, but it was useless and nobody paid any attention. While he was waiting for his death, he remembered his guru. The guru saw everything by his magical powers. He arrived there at once to help the disciple. Now, when the guru came over there, he whispered something in his disciple's ear. Then he requested the king to put him to the stake first. Actually, they made a plan. And according to the plan, according to this strategy, the guru requested the king to put him to the death first. When disciple heard it, he said, no, I was brought first here, so it's my turn first to be executed. Now the king was completely confused. He asked them, why each of you wanted to die first? What is the reason behind it? Now as Guru made the plan to make fool to the king, so he hesitatingly told them that whoever will die on the stake first would be reborn as the king of that country, and the one who died next would be the future minister of that country. Now again, the king as well as the minister, they both were fools, so they easily believed to the guru and his disciple. The king was very foolish, and as he didn't want to miss the opportunity to be the king in next birth, so he and his minister decided to go on the stake themselves and be reborn as king and the minister in their next birth. That night they secretly went to the prison and released to the guru and disciple, and in place of them they got themselves executed and put their life to death. Now there was nobody to rule the kingdom. There was no king, there was no minister. So the people of the kingdom requested the guru and his disciple to be their king and the minister. They requested them to rule the kingdom. They both agreed and changed all the old rules. From then onwards, the day was to be day and the night was to be night. Now, nothing could be purchased in one dudu, means everything was available on its original price. Now the people became very happy and living peacefully, as the place became like any other place. That's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed the story. Thank you and have a nice day.